Well, hey pals, welcome back to Peeps Wax Packs and welcome to another Kitchen One Take, where I've grabbed a select stack from the COMC box. It is select in the sense that I grabbed it right out of the box without looking at anything. So we are in for a little bit of variety. I've got to get through this stack. I've got to start filing things away. And it's quite the box to get through, as it took a couple of years to fill before I decided to ship. And well, let's get started. So this could be pickups over the last year and a half to 2 years in all likelihood. I'm going to start things off with what looks like a Jacques Lemare as I see the back. It is a 78-79 OPC Jacques Lemare. So that's super cool. Legendary Montreal Canadian Jacques Lemare, part of many championships there. Starting to dip into that mid-70s Canadians dynasty, as I do like to collect dynasty players. Certainly the most significant players, and Jacques Lemare was one of those. Hall of Famer, all-time great Jacques Lemare. Paul Coffey in action, 82 OPC. I thought this was a particularly good-looking copy. I'm sure that's why I grabbed it on COMC, and surprisingly cheap. I kind of remember going through a little phase of trying to get nice copies of late 70s, early 80s OPC on COMC, and I would just file through dozens of different cards and copies, and ran across this one. I'm sure this was $1 or less. We've got a Gus Johnson in the 72 Topps basketball. That's super cool. This is a legendary set because it has Dr. J's rookie card in it with the Squires, and it is also the first card for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Anyway, this Gus Johnson looks great. Really nice centering on this one, in a set that can be tough for centering. It often has like a thin border on one side. But love this one for the Suns. Duke Snider making a great catch at the wall. I love these baseball thrills cards. I love moments captured on cardboard, big moments. And this is one that people have talked about over the years. Of course, maybe not so much anymore, but giving victory to the Dodgers, as you can see on the back here. Duke Snider, legendary Dodger. And I think this might go in the survey binder because we don't have, I think we maybe only have one Duke Snider in our survey binder. That's a project I'm working on with my dad. Here we have the baseball insert from Topps Chrome, 2021 Topps Chrome. I just think this is a really well done insert, and there's a lot of outlining / etching along the text all along the bottom there has it. There's in the flag here, as you can see, in the stripes in the lower right and on the top, and all this stippling behind. I just think this is a really nice card design, and these are inexpensive. They weren't particularly tough to hit, but they look great for the price of 50 cents or something. Got a 2014 Xander Bogaerts. This is a rookie year insert from Bowman. Super sparkly and cool. I think Shoebox told me about this one, and I looked into it, as I do love Xander as well. Another great season for and technical difficulties there. Apologies for that. Back to the Kitchen One Take, which is now 2 Take. Jose Ramirez opening day blue foil. I think these are a great bargain. I love the opening day blue foils. They're not super easy. They're not hard to get, but I just think they look great for the price. And Jose Ramirez is one of my favorites, and having had another fantastic season and is now in the playoffs probably by the time you see this. Bob Thurman, great player, Played many years in the Negro Leagues. Actually won a Negro League World Series title with the Homestead Grays. Played alongside the likes of Cool Papa Bell and Josh Gibson and Buck Leonard. Amazing team there. Bob Thurman was a great player on that team. I think Bob Thurman was a pitcher and an outfielder. Not as good of a pitcher, perhaps. A very good hitter, an outfielder. But interesting early example of pitcher and position player, Bob Thurman. That's a cool one. We'll put Bob up in the background. And this is sort of Bob. Getting a card or two of Bob Thurman is part of my goal of adding to that collection of players who both played in the Negro Leagues and the Major Leagues. Here's a Connor McDavid playing bubble hockey in full gear. I just thought this was a funny one. I believe Shoebox Legends turned me onto this card. It's some subset of Connor McDavid. It's like, there's like a dozen or more Connor McDavid cards, something like that. Maybe I'm wrong. But I just thought this was a super cool one and added it. I'm sure I grabbed this on COMC at least a year ago, if not more. Here is a Skybox Metal Universe, and this looks like one of the Spectrums. It's the first time I'm holding a Spectrum, and look at how that shines in the sort of galactic background of that card. That's just fantastic. Draisaitl. Great player for the Oilers. Love that one. I'm going to put the pile off to the side here. We've got a Sebastian Aho on the Retro Refractor. I can't remember. This is from 2019-20. OPG Platinum. That's a cool one. Love Aho. I think he's got his prime just ahead of him here. Here's a goalie card, a Bruce Gamble from the Toronto Maple Leafs. I believe this might be 69-70 tops. I think 60, or is this 68-69? I can't remember. One of them has the horizontal, all the cards are horizontal, and then this year they're portrait. But I always loved the sort of drawn background with the photo superimposed. I just think this is a great design. I love these, and that'll look great in the goalie binder. Got some more vintage hockey, the 71-72, or 70-71 rather, tops. Jacques Lemare, legendary Montreal Canadian, multiple, many cups for Jacques Lemare, Hall of Famer, and looks like I got two of these, two Jacques Lemaires. So there was a time where I was just looking for solid copies of these 70s hockey cards, and these are two really nice looking copies. They even look better in hand than I imagined. And there you have it. Double the Jacques Lemare. We've got a couple more. Rod Gilbert of the Rangers. Nice one there. We've got a Terry Harper of Montreal. Another Dynasty collection. Detroit Red Wings player. We've got Roy Edwards. We've got two Gilles Marotte, which is super cool. One of those might go to one of my Kings buddies. We've got Stan Makita of the Blackhawks, legendary scorer. Stan Makita, center for the Blackhawks, sort of overshadowed by Gordie Howe. But Makita was great, and I love this card design as well. This is the 71-72, I believe. Jacques Leperrier, another legendary Montreal Canadian. Just love that flashbulb background. I just love this set. Switching gears big time, Topps Chrome Sapphire Allison Becker. Brazilian goalkeeper for Liverpool. He'll be featured on Brazil's national team alongside Ederson. Who will start in goal? That'll be interesting. They'll probably split time. They're both incredible. We got Ben Johnson for West Ham on a Prism rookie card. Ben Johnson is a Very good young defender. Look at the etching in there. That's really nice. Really good young defender for West Ham. I've got some West Ham pals, and I don't know, I like West Ham as well. So here's an Aaron Creswell, Topps Chrome from 2017-18. Creswell is sort of an attacking defender for West Ham. Defender / winger, takes a lot of corner kicks. Kingsley Coman, I think this is 2016 Select. This might be Coman's rookie card. I think it might be. Great player for France and for Bayern Munich. You know, had the winning goal for PSG in the, not for PSG, for France. Didn't he have the winning goal for France for, I can't remember what it was for now. Anyway, Coman's a solid player, like him. Jadon Sancho, this is going back. This I'm sure this Coman and this Sancho I picked up probably a couple of years ago. Sancho shown here with Borussia Dortmund. Nice looking card there. It's an early Sancho. It's not his rookie. His rookie is the previous year. We've got a green laser Rodrigo. This is from Road to Qatar. Rodrigo is an attacking midfielder who plays for Real Madrid. Has filled in really nicely for Karim Benzema during Benzema's absence from Real Madrid. A very young player, excellent player alongside Vinicius Jr. And just, you know, I picked this up for a couple bucks, and I think Rodrigo is going to be on the World Cup team, so I thought that would be a cool thing to have. And sort of the color match there is also fantastic. I've picked up some young soccer players as of late. Here we got a Jared Bowen, star midfielder for West Ham. Seems to be coming around in terms of his form. And again, another West Ham hammer for my hammer buddies. Jamal Musiala in the Road to Qatar, featured here in the Germany kit. Might be his first card in the Germany kit. And he's going to feature for the World Cup team for Germany for sure. He's been fantastic for Bayern Munich this season. He's super young and maybe 19 or something. Incredibly talented, and is just going to get better, I think. How about this? A 2008 Panini Euros acetate of Miroslav Klose, the all-time leading goal scorer in the World Cup. Miroslav Klose. Not a lot of people talk about him. He won the World Cup with Germany. He was in several World Cups with Germany, 3, I believe. And just a fantastic player, kind of a German legend, really. An all-time, I think, 14 World Cup goals for this guy. And I believe that's more than anyone, ever. Here's the freak himself, Erling Haaland, shown here with Borussia Dortmund. Of course, he's now with Man City, just tearing up the Premier League. This is just his Stadium Club Chrome base. I have a little Haaland section going in my in a Z folio, so that'll fit in there. Here's one for my Liverpool buddies. It's a Virgil van Dijk from the 2020 Topps Chrome, the base. I love Virgil van Dijk over here. Here's a Musiala rookie card from Merlin. It's like Merlin Heritage 95. Yep, Merlin Heritage 95, card number 18, Jamal Musiala. Rookie card, that's fantastic. Shown here in the Bayern kit. Here's another one of those baseball inserts. It's Juan Soto. Didn't have this one, so that was an easy decision for, 60 cents or something like that. A couple more left, and we're done. How about this? This is going to be for the, it's got to be for the survey binder. A really nicely centered 1960 Topps Elston Howard. My dad's a huge Elston Howard fan, as am I guess. Just did so much for the game of baseball. Love Ellie. And last but not least, looks like one for the catcher binder, Stan Lapata. How about that? Look at that card. That's a beauty. In the 55 Bowman, the television cards, which I have really grown to love. There he is, Stan Lapata. We'll put Stan Lapata in the background. Why not? How about Elston Howard to close this thing out? It's all baseball in the background today. Why not? Well, we're going to knock things over. And maybe the one take becomes a three take. I don't know. I'm still learning how to do these one takes. Take care, everybody. See you next time.